I don't believe I've made a video like this, but the recent news is about time. Marvel needs to change. Um, I am absolutely sick of the pandering characters. The Iceman book is a good example of one of these such pandering characters. They always play the race or the sexuality card. I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. They're coming out with the Captain America book, and their main selling point was not that it's an adventure story where they go and track down a shield, which has been done before. But I mean, that's still an interesting concept. If they went with that, I could see the book being good. But when they're leading with the main character's sexuality, it reads like they're trying to be pandering, not trying to write a good story. I'm sick of books going like this. It's annoying, especially when they already have characters that will fit this type of mold already. Wiccan and Hulkling and I forget what his name was, but it's something Fire from X-Men. Keep wanting to say Starfire. That's DC. But it's something Fire from X-Men. Both him and his sister. Those stories were written well, but that's because the center point wasn't their, relationships and all that. Now, I mean, that can make an interesting story. Don't get me wrong. I have seen it done before, but it wasn't always the center point. There was always stuff around that, you know. It was just most good stories I see are stories that are written to be like a story rather than written to include a character because he's something. It's a story that has a character who just happens to be something. I know this seems like I'm rambling on and on, but I'm just getting absolutely sick of this. Another two comic books that have been ruined. I love the original runs of both Squirrel Girl and Gwenpool. These were a while ago, but I like buying the original run of the Squirrel Girl comic books. They were fun, they were funny, they were entertaining, and they had a bunch of crossovers with Howard the Duck. So I loved those. And now they're just about politics. It seems like that's what everything is about in Marvel Comics these days. You get an occasional good book because it's written by writers who are trying to write a story. Then you have all these people who are in it because of their political status or gender status or whatever. But it's just gone on for way too long. The thumbnail will probably be showing like good examples and bad examples, so don't misconstrue like Hulkling and Wiccan and the X-Men couple being in the thumbnail. That's just to show both sides of it. I'm going to make one side the positives, one side the negatives, and the center point's going to be the new Captain America comic art. Still hoping that book's going to be good, but doesn't look like it will be. No offense, but whenever they're trying to go for political reasons instead of trying to go for story reasons, it just never turns out good.